Fellows, let's walk through the Common App in detail. For this module, you will be completing your Common App or Common Application. Once you've logged back into the Common App, you will see your dashboard. Now, if you've already added schools, you'll see the first screen here on the left. But if you still need to add your schools, you'll see the screen on the right. If you see the screen on the right, you're going to need to make some updates. If you don't have any colleges listed, you should add them now. Click on My Colleges and then click on Add a College. You will search for your schools by college or city name. You're going to search for the schools from your post-secondary options list that you created. So you'll go back to your My Options tool, review your list, make sure those are the ones you want to add. Then you find a school, type it in here, and once you see the one you want to apply to, click Add. This will create your list. So once you have all of your schools listed, you'll see them under My Colleges. You'll see a list of them on the left in gray. Review each one to see what their application requires. Some require things that others don't. You also want to make sure to note the application deadlines, which will be written on the first part. So you'll see here, it says Elmhurst University, it gives contact info, it gives application deadlines, then more details about fees, what they require, and specifically if they require a personal essay or not. They also might have other questions. Make sure you fully review these to know what's required of you. So then you will go to the Common App tab to start or continue your application. We're going to make sure you have your personal statement uploaded. So you'll click on Writing to upload your personal statement. Make sure that you've already reviewed and revised your writing and use that checklist we've provided. So you'll add your personal statement, or as they call it on Common App, personal essay. You'll see a list of which of the schools require. You'll have required on the left, not required on the right. Make sure to click on the correct essay topic that you've chosen. Then you'll copy and paste your essay from wherever you've saved it into the provided box. You can also use Google Drive, or you can simply copy and paste the text. You'll notice that there's a minimum and maximum. So you can't have fewer than 250 words and you can't have more than 650 words. So make sure that your essay fits in those parameters. Once you've added your personal statement, it's time to complete the rest of your application. So you'll be on the Common App tab. You'll go through each category and answer all of the questions and make sure you get a green check mark. Once you have a green check mark for each category, you'll know that you can move on to the next thing. If you don't have a green check mark, it means you missed something that was required. So make sure to go back and answer any missing questions. These questions are about your address, other contact details, questions about your demographics, what language you speak, where you're from. It's just sort of to collect information. When you're ready to submit a specific application to a specific school, you're going to go to the My Colleges tab. So remember, make sure the Common App tab has all the green check marks before you move to the My Colleges tab. Then you're going to need to make sure you've completed each category for your school. So some schools will have questions for you to answer, and then they will also have the category of recommenders and FERPA. So you'll need to complete the release authorization form, and then you'll also have to invite at least one recommender. You'll have to invite a counselor, and you may or may not have to invite a certain amount of teachers. Each school is different, so make sure you do exactly what they ask. And you'll do that by clicking on recommenders and FERPA and clicking on each category within that as it goes. So you'll need to make sure to follow the instructions for each, because the questions will look different and the recommenders and FERPA will look different for each university or college that you choose. And you'll know that you completed a category if you see that green check mark. So once you've finished questions, you'll get a green check mark, you'll click continue, and you'll see recommenders and FERPA. You'll click complete the release authorization and press continue to move on to the next thing. Then you'll have to put in information about the people that you've gotten to write recommendation letters for you. Then once that's finished, you'll get a green check mark and you'll be able to press continue and move on to the next one. The third part is the review and submit. So once you have all the check marks for questions, recommenders, and review and submit, you'll be able to click submit and you will be finished. Make sure you've answered everything before you submit.